From the News Channel 5 network, this is Pharmacist on Call.
Good evening, Nashville, Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky. Those of you as far west as Jackson, Tennessee, and Camden, and all those other places. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call with your host, Dr. Sean Pruitt, owner of the Kangen Water Store of Nashville, owner of Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy, or as I'm known in East Nashville, the man to be on TV. Welcome to your 1 hour forum. This is your opportunity, our service to you for the month, to call in with those questions and those comments that have been burning in your mind and your imagination all month. So everyone, sit back, get those questions ready, call in, and they don't have to necessarily be questions. They can be comments as well. Rule number one, there are no stupid questions. So chances are the questions that you're thinking about that may be silly or mundane, chances are, and the show's always proven, that they're gonna bless someone else. We want to get into some condolences, as we always do. First, I want to send my condolences out to the husband and the family of Miss Carrie Davis, who passed away suddenly a couple of weeks ago. Certainly sad to see her go, a long-time friend of the pharmacy. And also wanted to send my condolences out actually to everyone who is in the holistic community on the loss of Dr. Sebi, S-E-B-I. I believe his real name was Alfred Bowman, but in terms of holistic naturopaths, he was the man. He was the guy worldwide. He was the authority. So he passed away under mysterious circumstances sometime earlier in the month. So that's still an ongoing development. So sad to see Dr. Sebi go, a true pioneer in natural health. Wanted to send some congratulations out first to Artie Leroy Thomas Jr. on his son, Artie Leroy Thomas III. This happens to be actually my great nephew who was born yesterday. So actually shout out to the whole family. We've got a new cousin in the family for all you Pruitts out there watching. Also wanted to congratulate Felicia Pratt on her first Pink Christmas Health Fair, which I did participate. I did the diabetes screening there last Saturday at the Goodwill building over by, I believe it's by 8th Avenue, Rosa Parks, somewhere in that area. So great job, Felicia, and look forward to many more of those events. Also wanted to send a shout out to Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy, celebrating 4 years taking care of the Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, West Tennessee area. So August 4th, we celebrated 4 years. That's right, y'all. We've been doing this for 4 years, believe it or not. So happy birthday to the pharmacy. And thank you to everyone who has supported the pharmacy, and you come from diverse places. And some of you have transitioned on, so certainly always thinking about you all as well. Wanted to send some shout outs to some people I just happened to meet along the way. Took a trip to Vegas to the 80th Grand Conclave for Omega Psi Phi Fraternity. You all know I'm a Q. So we had a clave out there a couple of weeks ago. Sitting next to me on the plane was Jeremy Tate from White House, Tennessee. I guess his family owns Tate Ornamental. He's a student there at Western Kentucky. And to the right of me was Miss Hugger, who is an assistant manager at Save-A-Lot on Clarksville Highway. So I wanted to send them a shout out. They have no clue who they were sitting next to. But if you know them, then tell them I said hi. I also wanted to give a shout out to some people, viewers who actually came in the store today, Judy and Tim Crossan. I believe they said they were out of Mount Juliet, but I forget where you were from. Great to meet you all, great to see you, but I did want to let you know you left one of your water bottles in the pharmacy, so please come back and pick it up tomorrow. I have your name written on it. Anyone, if you know Judy or Tim, let them know they left their water in the pharmacy there. Just wanted to also bring up some community events that I'm involved in. The first one is the Tomato 5K Run, which will be Saturday, and it is in support of the East Nashville YMCA. I believe it's the Margaret Haddocks. I'm one of the sponsors for the event, so I believe it kicks off at 7 a.m. So those of you who are interested in participating, the Tomato 5K will be this Saturday. Also, the Tomato Arts Festival, which I'm a sponsor and will have a booth, will be participating in as well. And this is a major event in East Nashville. We'll be in the 5 Points area. So if you're able, come by and stop by and see us. Also wanted to let you all know it's a community event at Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy. Wednesday, September the 14th, we will be doing a community event. We'll have food and all of that stuff. But basically the gist of the event is for those of you who have insurance, Medicare Part D patients, to let us sit down, take a look at your insurance and see which one works out best for you in terms of your copays, when you enter the donut hole, what your copays will be, which one gives you the best copay on your medications, which one covers your medicine and which doesn't. So we'll have insurance reviews for everyone in the community, and even if you're not age 65, hey, come by and eat up some of the food and enjoy the fun. August the 26th, Friday, August 26th, there will also be a community health meeting that I'll be participating in at the Elizabeth Park Center, which is on 1701 Arthur Street in North Nashville, kind of in the Buchanan area there. So that will be from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. If you have any questions, give Miss Brandy there a call. And lastly, Saturday, August the 27th, I will be participating in a health fair there. This will be at the Israelite Primitive Baptist Church. This church is pastored by my technician, Chris Hall. So yes, Pastor Chris Hall will be over this event. The address there is 409 Bond Street. So as I begin to kick off my traveling church health fair schedule, this will be the first church that I do. This will actually be the only church that I will do in Murfreesboro, since he is a longtime friend and a technician. So for those of you in other towns and you would like a health screening done at your church, then please give us a call at the pharmacy or on the website and let us know. We'd be glad to participate. Now, for those of you who are newbies to the show, I just wanted to kind of give you a brief history of why this guy's up here talking. This show sprang out of the open line series, Ask the Pharmacist. And so during the course of those shows, people would call in, ask me questions, I'd answer them. And of course, we had a host, Kristen Presall, Rory Johnston, and Chuck Long for some time there. And after that, News Channel 5 Plus offered me the opportunity to do this right now, where I take your questions live, where you call and ask me questions, and I pretty much, hey, we come to a resolution based on the information that you give me, and then the information that I put out, that we come to some sort of conclusion to what your problem is. So the pharmacy itself, as I mentioned, we're celebrating 4 years. We opened August 4, 2012, with a mission to help those uninsured Middle Tennesseans, uninsured because they are self-employed, uninsured because they lost their job, or uninsured just because of the cost of maintaining health insurance. But we're going to pause that. The show is about you, so I've got our first call here. We've got Brian on line 1. Brian, welcome to Pharmacist-on-Call. How may we help you?
Yeah, I was wondering about life decisions and diabetes, especially stage 2. What can people do to adjust their lifestyle, especially less sugar, less white bread, and stuff like that, to make sure they maintain a healthy lifestyle?
Brian, I think you said it in a nutshell. So in terms of lifestyle changes, diet is going to be it. Exercise is going to be it. So what we can do in terms of modifying our diet, as he said, white bread, those types of starches, sugar, probably the #1 killer in this country, more than any type of opioid or any type of disease. It is sugar that is the #1 killer in this country, and the byproducts that it causes. The other piece is we want to avoid those those foods that have sugars hidden in them. And so sugar is sometimes disguised as natural flavor. A product called aspartame can also cause issues, or high fructose corn syrup. Those are other things that cause us problems in terms of diabetes, in terms of weight, again, just different types of morbidities and mortalities as a result of sugar. Now, the other piece is that we also need to burn that excess sugar up. So for those of you who are diabetic and your morning blood sugars are still kind of up, get a little exercise in on an empty stomach. Do about 30 minutes of brisk walking or just moderate walking, and you'll burn that sugar up. Not only are you going to lose weight, you're going to burn that sugar up, and your fastings will come down, your A1Cs will come down. And that's a great question, by the way, Brian. But since we're talking about that, we're going to talk about also what you can do homeopathic-wise to help yourself with diabetes, and that's going to be our friend Beetroot Juice. What Beetroot Juice, it does a number of things, by the way, chiefly blood pressure and diabetes. But it has done a number in in plenty of our patients with diabetes, they have seen their A1Cs go down, they've seen their fastings go down, and people, this does not take a long time to accomplish. This happens fairly quickly, just as it does with the blood pressure piece that it does. So you shake it up real good, you take a cap every morning on an empty stomach, and then another one in the afternoon if your blood sugar's still up a little bit, and watch your blood sugar come down. The way that I'm guessing that it works, I haven't really studied its mechanism of action, but I think part of it is it begins to heal the pancreas because it heals, it helps heal your organs, so your kidney, your liver, so I'm sure pancreas would be one of those as well. So that means now your pancreas can begin to start kicking out a little bit of its own insulin, and also changing the insulin resistance to now your body is sensitive to the insulin that's the little bit that's floating around in your body. But yeah, great question, Brian. You all call on in. We're going to take our first break and we'll be right back.